All right, so we're back, and I mean I am a demolished human being. I've been having some mild shell shock symptoms while I've been making these videos, and it's jarring my mind. And I'm really, I feel like hell so much of the time. But to return to the topic, as I told you before, before they would only let you get about the first 9,500, 9,800 users, which means if you want to get the rest of them, you have to do it a different way. And the way that I devised when I first started getting these members lists was to do an automated name search. Okay, so I'll do a search like this, and I would have a computer doing it, one automation doing it. Would say I would have a list of names. So I have John. Okay, so I would have John, and it would scroll all the way down until you get to the end of the Johns. It would save that. Okay, and then maybe the next name is Willie. Okay, and then we go to Willie and scroll all the way down and keep scrolling until it finds the last result and save that. And then I have Jenny. Okay, and it would do the same thing, and I would have a bunch of HTML files saved that I could load into my database one at a time. And again, I had one automation do this. Now, I'll show you the table that I used the first time to do this. Is I picked out, looks like 2,240 of the most popular baby names for a bunch of different countries. And so it would go through these baby names, these popular baby names, and that's what it would put in the search box. So I would have one automation would retrieve that list of those names, and it would just search for them one at a time in this search box and save the results. Now doing that, I did that on my Autism and Awareness support group, which at the time I did it had 17,500 members. Now I'd already gotten a members list of the first 9,800. Okay, I got that was the maximum Facebook would let me get. I scrolled all the way down to the bottom. I got 9,800 users, roughly. I think it was 9,825 out of a total of 17,500. And then once I ran through this list of 2,200 baby names, doing an automated search, I got up to 16,665. I think it was 16,600 and something. So I got almost the entire list. Well, now the problem there is though. Is that I want the entire list. I don't want just almost. So I needed some way to tweak my process. For this iteration, getting these members lists, I want to get this members list. And I've got some other groups I want to get their members list that I've got up to over 20,000 users. I have changed it. I changed up my game. And part of the reason is that Facebook will now, if you just type in 2 letters, it will give you a result. It'll give you results even just 1 letter. There are an awful lot of 1-letter combinations when you consider that people from all over the world join this group. So you've got people that have got accented characters in their name. They've got Chinese writing for their name. For one, that's an awful lot of characters to go through. And for 2, these will return massive amounts of results when you just put one name. So I'll be scrolling down forever and forever and forever on this F. For all I know, I might get 5,000 names once I scroll to the bottom just based on this search for F. Now what my Lin automation script is programmed to do is once it gets to the bottom after it searches, it saves the file with this application called Single File. Right here, Single File. It's an application that saves the HTML file. And Single File is a little bit CPU intensive once you start getting big HTML pages. So if I get a list of 6,000 or 7,000 names and try to save it with Single File, it's most likely going to crash my computer. So what I've done now is I've got 2 extremes that don't work. One is if I type the whole name, if I type the person's whole name from my list of names, it doesn't give me the whole list by the time it's went through all the names. Okay, if I just type the first letter, it gives me too many results that I can't save with single file because, again, I'm doing this on an automated basis. What I want to do is I want to have my automation script run while I sleep and get these members lists. So I can't do that. And so what I've done is I've done it in between here, and I have made a list of 2-letter combinations. And actually, I'll show you the first step in this. I got this master's name list. I got a much more extensive set of names. Okay, and you'll see here, and I accidentally ran this script again today that loads these names. I need to okay. Okay, so I've got, and this is not right, but I've got 87,683 rows, which I've actually got more than that. But that's a good proxy. My actual total names is 91,000. I accidentally ran this script again today, and it's double loaded a bunch of these names. But I've got a list of 87. Actually, here we go. 91,791 names, and what the hell is this? Here. Back here. That was my first thought. Is let's make a monster list of names. And these are names, first names, the last names, and middle names. So name type is 0 is first name. Name type, if you go down here, we'll have some 1s. Is a middle name, and a name type of 2 is a last name. So there's some 1s. And then I've got the ones marked here that don't have accented characters and so forth. I have these marked as only ABCs. If they don't have accented characters, that gets a value of 1. If they have accented characters or Chinese symbols or something, that gets a value of 0. Or if it's got these HTML entities. And so from that table, because this is a lot of names to go through, I decided to make another table that just has the first 2 letters. Okay, and so I've got 4,091 combinations of the first 2 letters. And these are all unique. And this is a way to do a search and get a heck of a lot of results, but not get too many that can't be saved. And I believe that by searching these, I've got 3 groups right now that I know of, that I can think of off the top of my head, that have over 20,000 users that I want to get their list. And I believe when I search for all of these combinations of letters, these unique combinations of first 2 letters, that I will be able to get the entire list. And I've got my Power Automate script programmed to do this. And what I'll do is I'll cut this video off, and in the next video I'll run my Power Automate script, and you'll be able to watch it do this automated name search in real time. I'll let it go through the first 2 of these. So that'll be the next video.